my story about a little boy named Max. You see, Max, he liked to do a lot of stuff. He liked to go camping, campfires. He liked to go to play soccer with his friends. He liked to go to the park. He liked to go to McDonald's. He liked kindergarten. But most of all, his favorite was dressing up in costumes. You see, he not just Halloween, no. He dressed up like every day almost. He had a lot of costumes, got a robot costume, a potato costume, a princess costume. His favorite, best one, wolf suit. Pointy ears, big claws, and a big tail, a wolf suit. And when he wore that wolf suit, he'd go around the house howling, making big noises and big commotion and terrible stuff, like breaking stuff out by accident. But one time I saw him. A fork. He was chasing the dog. His mom looked at him, said, "Max, you're a wild thing." And Max looked at his mom and he yelled, "I'll eat you up!" His mom didn't think that was funny. His mom yelled, "Hey, Max, go to your room without any supper. Don't talk to me like that. Off you go." So Max went off to his room and he walked back and forth, back and forth. Thinking, I don't understand. Why are grown-ups always mad at me? I wasn't gonna hurt the dog. I just wanted to play. And well, grown-ups, what do they want? They're mad again. I don't get it. And while he walked back and forth, something magic started to happen. In his room, a forest grew. Trees came out of his bed. The walls covered with leaves and vines, and he looked up and the ceiling and the roof were gone, and there were the stars. And he listened. And he listened and he could hear the ocean. Found it in his closet. And in the ocean, in the closet, there was a boat just for him. And so he got into the boat to sail away from home, away from his mom, away from trouble. And off he went. Max sailed through night and day, and in and out of weeks, and almost over a whole year. And he sailed to the place where the wild things lived. Roar, terrible roars, and they gnashed terrible teeth, and they showed terrible claws. And Max was not afraid. Max was brave. And he tamed them with a magic trick of staring into their eyes without blinking even once. And the wild things were frightened of Max. Said, "Max, you're the most wild thing of all. Max, will you be our king?" Yeah. So they made him king of all wild things. Well, now that you're king Max, what do we do first? And Max looked at them and he said, "Let the wild rumpus start." And rumpus is just an old-fashioned word for commotion, willy-nilly, chaos, a lot of fun, and jumping up and down and howling at the moon and swinging from the trees. And I saw stuff that even got broken this time on purpose. And Max looked at the wild things and he said, "Hey, stop! Wild things. Off to your bed without any supper." And Max sat alone. And he thought, I like being king of wild things. It's fun, but I'm lonely. See, Max wanted to be somewhere where someone loved him most of all. He missed his mom. And so Max got back in the boat to sail home. And the wild things saw him going. And the wild things said, no, Max, no, go, we'll eat you up, we love you so. And Max said, no, bye. And Max, in his boat, he sailed back through night and day and in and out of weeks and almost over a year, back to the night of his very own room. The forest was gone, but he found something. Next to his bed on the table, he found his supper. His mom had left it there, and it was still hot. So, after a story, remember, I always ask, was that a true story? No, right? Wild things, island, walls, trees, ocean, the closet. So, but that all stories, even the little silly ones, even big serious ones, even strange ones and normal ones and familiar ones and ones you can't imagine. We've all got these little things, little bits of truth hiding inside. And that's what we got to listen for. I'll tell you, there's a few things true in that story. Grown-ups sometimes get angry and yell. Yeah, that's true. Tell you what else, grown-ups sometimes make mistakes. Yep, that's true. And I'll tell you, there's one more, and this one is really important. You see, in the story, Max's mom gets really mad and yells at Max. And you see, I don't think it's okay to send a kid off to bed without their supper. And I think his mom made a mistake. But under that, or maybe above it, his mom loved him and was going to look after him. And so this is really important that grown-ups, right? I said grown-ups yell sometimes. They get angry and yell. But almost every single one of them, they make mistakes. They might get angry and yell. But they love you and will do whatever they can to look after you. Just like Max's mom.